Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video because I guess I've been living under a rock, but I felt like I needed to climb out from under that rock in order to make at least one YouTube video, hopefully more, where I review audio and music gear. And why, do you ask? Do we really need more YouTube videos about new audio products? Well, yes, we do. What I'm tired of is watching a 20-minute long review, which is 99% positive, and maybe they tack on like one or two negatives, at 19 minutes. But by that time, you've basically gotten gear acquisition syndrome, known as gas. And I don't know how many products I've bought based on YouTube videos that show, what a product can do or potentially can do. This is not one of those kinds of YouTube review places. I'm going to focus solely on the negative in hopefully short, to the point videos, because you can get all the positives, over there in YouTube land. You can come here and get the lowdown, if you can handle the truth. So what is the first product, you may ask? These. Sony WH-1000 XM3. So what could possibly be wrong with these? They've gotten rave reviews all over the place. Well, first of all, they're expensive. $300-400 for noise canceling headphones. Do you live in a city? Do you commute? If you don't live in a city, you don't commute, or you don't work in a noisy environment, you have absolutely no use for these headphones. Good mixing headphones. I mean, if you're into music, maybe you mix music, or at least you analyze music, and you want a flat response, these are Audio-Technica ATH M50s. Are they the best headphones on the planet? No, but they are detailed, flat, and a lot of professional musicians and mixers use these headphones. $100. If you want to buy them used, I mean, you're probably going to get them for next to nothing. So, yeah, these Sonys, very, very, very expensive. The second negative, they don't cancel sound. They dampen sound. I take the subway almost every day, and to be honest, sometimes I kind of forget that they're on because I'm hearing everything anyway. I'd have to kind of like check, and if they are on and I turn them off, then suddenly it's like this, inferno of sound. So obviously, yes, they are definitely dampening the sound, but it's not to the point of where you can just completely walk around in your own bubble and not hear anything. Yeah, so the XM, you can't even say it. That's also a negative. It's like, how the hell do you... What is this? The Sony WH-1000 XM3. Call it sound block or something. This cup, you see this? It's like there's nothing here. But it has a bunch of functions. So you swipe your finger up and it raises the volume. You can like double tap, and that's, I think, pause if you're listening to music, and I think you can like go this way and that way, back and forth, and then you get forward and rewind, and it has like several other things. But it's like, how do you remember that? First of all, there's no indication of anything, so you just kind of have to, like, through muscle memory, remember what is going on here. And if you don't use a function very often, I mean, I think there's some kind of Siri functionality that I've never used. I have no idea how to trigger it. it's there somewhere, somehow. Uh, Irritating. It has this thing that's like, seems really smart. You can go like this, and that turns down the music and brings in the ambient sound. Now that seems really, really practical, but I find that it's really kind of annoying and I never use it. And there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, you're tying up a hand. If you're at a store and you're going to buy something, they ask, do you want a paper bag or, whatever. Like, you have your phone, you're getting out your credit card. No, I just put this like this for the 20 seconds it takes to do the transaction, and then I put them back on, and end of story. I don't need this. Other thing about these this cup functionality press thing, it's really easy to swipe your hand across this and mess things up. Like, if I'm walking around like this for whatever reason and I need to put them on, get around my hair, and then put them on, it's, suddenly I've swiped something and I've jumped 3 songs and turned something off, etc. No. It gives you alerts, either like a voice alert or some pling plong thing. They're too loud compared to whatever you're listening to. I haven't figured out a way to adjust the alert system. The volume adjustment. You do this by pushing this thing, as I was mentioning earlier. This thing, you push it up like that. First of all, you have to do it, if you have a low volume on this, you have to do this like a zillion times. You're sounding like that, like, Another thing is, it's kind of nitpicky, but then again, it's not. I'll show you what I mean. I have some music here, and now I'm gonna try to do this. So now I'm adjusting now I'm going to adjust the volume up, right? You hear that? It took like 3 seconds from when I reached maximum volume until, and then it stops, the alert comes, it stops, and then it takes like seconds before the music comes back. Very annoying. Okay, now we've gotten to what really irritates me about this product. The built-in microphone for taking calls. These are my old noise canceling things. Bose, I can't remember the product name. They're plugs, these things. The microphone is here. So you have this, like here. People call, push a button, you answer it. First of all, in an ordinary circumstance, they can hear you fine with this. If there's a lot of noise around, you can like lift it up and just kind of, hey, and they can hear you perfectly. With these, I find that I have to yell. If I'm in a quiet environment, according to people that I've talked to on the phone, they can hear me, but I sound far away. Now, if you're in a noisy environment, everything becomes a lot more difficult to hear. And, when do you typically use noise canceling? In a noisy environment, so suddenly you find yourself on the subway, somebody calls you, and you basically have to scream for them to hear you. That just is not good enough as far as I'm concerned, by a long shot. So what I actually do, when somebody calls me and I have these on, I turn them off. So I turn off the Bluetooth, which is this button right here. You have to hold that button. No, well, whatever. Yeah, this button. And you have to hold it down for like 3 seconds until the unit turns off. Then I pick up my phone and just have an ordinary telephone conversation. Really cumbersome, really irritating. And for the life of me, when people have done reviews on this thing and they say that the phone functionality is good, I really don't understand what they're talking about. But I mean, possibly I have a unit that's not that good. I don't know. But be aware of that. Okay, so I guess I must really hate these headphones. No, I don't. I've just pointed out the negatives. I would give this a harometer score. How much have I torn my hair out? Of 1 out of 5. They're good. I mean, compared to what is going on within the noise canceling headphone world, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really good things about these. I use them every day. You know, great. There are definitely things that irritate me about it. If I were to buy these today, I would check out the Bose Quiet Comfort 35 twos. I'm just the name Bose Quiet Comfort 35 2. You can actually pronounce. That's a good thing already there. And what I would check out, because I think they're more or less, from what I understand, almost perfectly similar. I would check out the telephone functionality on the Bose. If the microphone is better, I would get the Bose. That's my conclusion. But all in all, harometer score of 1 out of 5. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do this again. I hope so. It was kind of fun. If you want to leave a comment, down here, please do. These have been around for a while, so I'm sure other people have a lot of experiences with them. You might agree with me, you might disagree with me. Post your opinions below, and let's see what happens. Take it easy.